unique is the dog is free. We just got to pay shipping, which is $5.50. That's one of the startup costs, along with a heat alarm and a fan, a kennel for the patrol truck, um, training, and then collars, leads, stuff like that. That totals about $9,894.90. That startup cost, all of that comes out of our drug fund. So it's not general fund, it's not police budget. The recurring costs I got from a quote from the North Stewart Vet Clinic for a German Short-Haired Pointer that the county runs right now. The total for that yearly is $1,459.41. Drug fund covers it. The obvious benefit is it helps us curb drug activity here in the area, but I also want to have it trained up for tracking. We have a lot of kids, a lot of elderly. If we can make that happen, I like the idea of having a dog here in the area. So that's really it.
I'm sorry. No, I'd just like to say, Zach and I talked, and Chief Smith too, and I just feel like this will make our police force more effective. It will help them and take some burdens off of them. It will. I'm very much. I want Cumberland City to be drug free, and I know that's zero is a hard place to get to, but this will get us closer to it.
That's right.
And that's where I stand on it.
Yeah, and I've talked to Zach as well about this, and I think it's a great idea. And one of my biggest reasons is obviously the dog and the drugs, but the fact that it also brings just like the training and the other resources from the dog handlers and the surrounding counties. It brings more officers to this area and a bigger presence as well too. Understand that we could go help them as well too.
Yes, sir.
They could come help us. We've got all the training already involved. I think it just sets a bigger presence overall for this area, which is needed with the amount of people, new out-of-state people that we've got coming in that we want to welcome, but we also want them, to abide by the law. Right. So that helps. That's how I see a huge benefit in having that as well too. I'm all for it. I think it's a great idea.
I do too. And I like the fact that it's a German Short-Haired Pointer.
A sharp dog.
Yeah, a smart dog, a working dog. Would anybody else like to discuss or
I
comment
think it's a
on?
wonderful idea because it helps them with the drug problems. When they stop a car, they can find the evidence they need.
That's right.
It's no cost to the city, right?
All drug fund money.
And when that word gets out, it will deter some people to bypass our town. If they just got to get somewhere.
Yeah, if you think about it, you're right. I mean, if you think about it, and this is the things that we talked about is, this is an area they know that a drug dog's not present.
Mm-hmm.
So this is an area that they could, they definitely want to come through. But, and if they get caught or whatever, if they don't give consent, and Zach don't see it or Smith doesn't see it out there readily available, they can't search it.
This is also how they avoid the interstate. So
yeah,
yes.
There is an insurance aspect of it. From what I understand, Kristen, correct me if I'm wrong, our current police insurance, if you want to call it that, covers canine damage. So if it scratches the car up, something like that, that's covered now. There is something we can get that's sort of a mortality policy. So if it were to die in the line of duty, we can get a policy on that and we'd be paid out, be able to get another canine. I haven't really.
So the way Tom explained it to me, Tom Myers with SEALs, he said that PEP already covers, with the plan that we have for our police department in set right now, it does cover canine for the liability issues if the dog was to bite somebody, anything like that. Or if it was doing its job and somebody was after Zach and it bit him, it's covered. But the only thing that PEP needs to know is what y'all would want to insure the dog for like if it was to pass away, that way we can replace it. But it's not any extra charge to the city because we already hold the liability insurance for the police department.
Even whatever we decide to put on it.
Mm-hmm. He said if it's.
Then I think you should get those numbers, what a replacement dog would be, and then that's what we insure for.
I can get some stuff printed out. What I looked at online, German Short-Haired Pointer puppy that's trained in narcotics, about $2,000. The possibly be more training after we got it, but we're looking at 2,000 to 3,000, maybe a bit more. But I can get
I would go high.
stuff printed out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just in case you weren't able to get a German
Yeah,
short
in
hair.
case you would have to get some other type.
So quotes I got for a single-purpose Belgian Mal or Shepherd, that's 8,500. A dual-purpose Mal or Shepherd is about 12,000.
So,
Well, we are not insured for dual purpose. This is solely for a single purpose
Okay,
in,
so
in the
8,500.
city.
Yeah, that'd be 8,500 then.
Yeah, that was something that Tom did specify whenever I called when I was talking to Chief Smith. Tom said it had to have been a single. He said if it's a single, then let me check on it. And the
Okay.
email was a single. It wasn't a dual purpose. So
I would like to bring out, and Zach, you may be able to help me on this. This is not an apprehension dog. This is a narcotics dog. It's not what would be termed as a bite dog.
It is not. It's just narcotics, and like I said, I would like to have it trained up in tracking. If I'm able to do that with the dog, there's no guarantee, but if I'm able to do that, it's not going to be trying to bite whoever we're tracking. You know, for example, a child or someone that's elderly. So
Just leading you to them.
just lead me to them, and then
And that would be a great asset.
probably
too.
licking them to death and all that, but
Yeah.
not going to hurt them.
Yeah, German short hair is not known to
Babies.
bite.
You know, they're good dogs.
So what do we need to do from here?
I think we just need a motion to go forward with this, is what I believe. We'll, because it's a money thing, we'll just do a roll call vote.
and then next meeting I will have to do a budget amendment because so me and Zach and Rick got together. We do have some in the drug fund that was allocated that we haven't used, so we could pay for the shipping of the pooch if that's what you guys wanna. If you guys are approving it, but then the other 9,000 we'll have to do a budget amendment on in order to get that if you're going on that. But Zach's worked something out with the county, I believe.
As far as the
Like going ahead and getting the dog and if you're gonna be
they'll help me start training it as soon as I get it. There's like a 2-week bonding period where I get close to the dog, and then I'll immediately start training.
This
There's
budget
an understanding.
amendment, is that just to move money from, that's still coming from the drug fund, right?
It's still coming from the drug fund, but we didn't allocate it with the 2024 or 2025 budget. So we'll have to, since budget year's not over until June, I'll have to,
Adjust it.
that way we can go ahead and get it all done, yeah.
Okay.
I wish there was a time frame where we could just do it in the next budget, but the dog's ready now, so,
Yeah, and that's,
And it's free.
and it's free.
that's another thing, this is an opportunity that won't be here in a month or two.
No. My understanding, no.
So with approval tonight, though,
The dog will be transported tomorrow or the next day,
okay.
and I'll have it. I got a fenced-in yard, so we'll be good to go.
At the next meeting.
Yeah,
I'll make a
can.
motion. I make a motion to go for it.
I second.
Motion made and seconded to go forward with the narcotics pup. All in favor, well, we're gonna go for a roll call vote.
Short,
Yes.
Compton,
Yes.
Milligan,
Yes.
Taylor.
Yes. Motion carried. All right, the only other thing on new business I have is 149, the speed limit. I have I've been talking with TDOT, and I'm only bringing this up to kind of bring y'all up to speed with what I've been talking about. I've talked to TDOT a little bit, and there is a process out there that we could get that speed limit reduced. There was also just, he said there's 2 ways to do it. You can reduce, or you can try to, what's the word I'm looking for? Enforce the existing speed limit. That's a easy thing to say, but not so easy to do. So I just wanted to let y'all know that I have been doing a little research on this. He told me that he would send me information if we decided. So what I'm asking you guys to do is just reach out to your constituents, sometime this month, just talk around and see if this, and y'all think on it, and see if we think this is even something we want to attempt, if it's worth it or not. I kind of feel like it is. I would like to see things slow down about 10 miles an hour through here. So
We're talking about on 149, right? So that's from city line to,
I think, I'm not certain it would have to be city, limit to city limit. It might just be from posting to posting. I'm not sure about that. I don't wanna say something that's not for sure, but because somebody did say something about if we did it, it would have to be from Grasses Creek all the way to Rising Shine.
so when I looked at it, and I was working with Jason, I think, at the time, that was the thing, is
So
that
it's probably you and me talking.
yeah, I think if you had to change the speed limit, you had to change it from city to city. I believe that's what was created at that point.
Okay. Well, you guys just think about it, talk to folks, and, we're not in, there's nothing we have to rush into, but I do want us to start thinking on it and see if it's, cause I wanna make it as safe as we can out there, along with what we just got through approving. Even if it is from one sign to the next, there's been some at the Rise and Shine and all the way to the Sportsman's Market. Between there, I've seen a lot of stuff.
And it is getting a lot more traffic now,
It is.
46, through town. Just a question on speeding, do y'all see it way above 655 or, speed limit, I know it's 55 right now, but do y'all see it way above 55?
Sometimes we do. It's calmed down a bit lately, but
I'm talking to the TDOT guy, and he said the first thing that'll happen is a speed survey, that TDOT will come or the state will come and they'll do a speed survey. And he said generally on a 55 mile, he said they just did one, and a 55 mile an hour zone, and the average was 68. And so I know it's over, the average is over 55 because I drive through there a lot. But, it's, people are gonna meet the lowest expectation. And that's kind of how I've found things to be, including myself. And so it's just something I want us to all think about. And we don't have to rush into this at all. Just, I would like to talk about it again next month and see where everybody kind of feels, how you feel.
Sounds good.
All right. Is there any other new business that we need to discuss? Anything? If not, do I hear a motion that we adjourn?
Second.
Motion made and seconded to adjourn. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Meeting adjourned.